You've just tuned in to the nexus of inspiring, encouraging, and uplifting leaders who share their successes and their failures. Insights that will motivate, cultivate, educate, and illuminate your path to a very bright future. Welcome to Shaping the Future podcast. Here's your host, Gregg Kell.
Hello, Future Shapers. Welcome to the latest episode of Shaping the Future podcast. Today, we are treated by the presence of Misty Reyes, the funeral director of Norco Family Funeral Home in Norco, California. Misty, introduce yourself. Tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Well, hello there. Good morning. My name is Misty, and I am just shy of 40 years old. I am an entrepreneur, my husband and I. And as stated, I am a licensed funeral director for Norco Family Funeral Home and previous owner of Rest Assured Mortuary Services.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit, Misty, about your passions. I'm interested in knowing what you, as an entrepreneur, are most passionate about today.
Our passion, my passion specifically, is being able to provide services to families in the time of need.
Okay. We believe that in entrepreneurship and innovation are some elements that breed higher productivity, profits, and growth. How do you agree with that? And if so, how does that concept fit in with your business?
Oh, absolutely, I agree with that. In fact, in our industry, it seems to be not very well talked about, the death care industry. And our industry has taken a huge growth in other services than traditional burial. So in order to keep up with people's needs and desires, we need to be creative on what their funeral means to them and to stay on top of that, whether it be cremation, burial, green burial, memorial service, veteran, not a veteran, big services, small services. We have to keep on top of it in order to keep our local clientele happy.
As a licensed funeral director, Misty, you sound very experienced and confident and competent. In fact, I understand you had a previous business, Rest Assured?
Yes, Rest Assured.
When did you start that, and when did you migrate to Norco Family Funeral Home?
Well, back in 2010, April 2010, we started Rest Assured Mortuary Services. My husband was a apprentice embalmer at a local funeral home, and we needed to make a few extra dollars to make some ends meet as we just had a child. So we decided to purchase a van as a vehicle and start a mortuary transport company.
Excellent. So that was a while. I'll bet over the 2010 is about 8 years ago.
Yes.
You've probably seen it all. You've seen some ups and maybe a few downs. Tell us, Misty, a story where life sometimes throws us a curveball. Things don't go the way that we think that they will. Would you share with our Future Shapers audience listening today a short story about your worst experience in the death care industry?
Absolutely. In fact, our worst experience was we provided such a high quality to our clientele, which would be the local funeral homes, that our business grew rapidly. And with that, excitement grew. We decided to open up other locations to service other clientele the way we've been servicing our local clients. We never marketed, we never advertised, and it was all by word of mouth. We spread so fast and so thin that we weren't able to keep on top of it. Therefore, our quality went down, and that was what kept us on top, was the quality we provided to the families our clients served.
So you saw an opening, you had people banging down the doors looking to get in, and you said, oh, we can move to other locations. You expanded?
Yes.
And maybe a little bit too fast. but you understood that the expansion could or did degrade the quality service that was important to you. Is that correct?
Correct. Absolutely.
So how does quality fit in with Norco Family Funeral Homes now?
Well, it's care and compassion for the families when I refer to quality. By the end of the day, we would like our families to walk away with some feeling knowing that they're being taken care of the best way possible.
So you expanded, and is there a contraction in there as well?
Absolutely.
What lessons did you learn from this not perfect situation that you overcame in the past?
Learn that even though business is growing, you take what you can so you could give the best results that you can. You take on too much, you won't be able to finish your plate. It's just spoiled food. So you need to be able to continue your quality. You can grow. Absolutely, you can grow. But do it in stride. Make sure that you have the best management, somebody to look out after
the business, the clients, the customers?
All of the above.
Well, here we have it, Future Shapers, a value bomb dropped by Misty Reyes today. Yes, she says that you can grow, but you must do it in strides and do it with the right team of people around you that are all moving in the same direction. A value bomb. Thank you, Misty, for sharing. All right. We are here at the beginning of the second quarter of 2018. When you look forward into this year, what is your most important goal?
To provide the level of service and compassion to our families that you give to your own family.
Oh, that means a lot. How do you measure that? How do you know when you're doing that?
When you could sleep well at night.
Ah, okay. There you go. So success is measured not necessarily in the amount of dollars in the bank, although that helps, but if you have a good, restful sleep. Excellent. Okay, so I understand the standing on the moral integrity on which your business is founded helps you to sleep well at night. You
Absolutely.
have confidence and comfort.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Okay, so you have these goals, but maybe there's some challenges that you're facing now. What is the biggest challenges that you're facing with Norco Family Funeral Homes right now?
Honestly, we just started a few months ago. Our challenges are reaching out to our local community, finding ways to let our community know we are here.
Okay, so that's almost like a marketing situation. Are there any other challenges beyond marketing for a newer business? Do you have the right team in place? Because people, at the end of the day, are the root of most success.
Yes, they are. Correct. Currently, right now, we have my husband and myself.
Okay. And so when you look forward in your attempts or a process to reach out to the local community and educate them on the value, integrity, and moral authority that underlies Norco Family Funeral Home, what concerns do you have about your ability to succeed in that reaching out process? Concerns.
My concerns would be making sure that I did everything in my power to ensure that the families we serve feel we did our best.
Well, with your experience and your moral fiber, I think that concern should be pretty easy to overcome. Sometimes overcoming challenges are just part of the process. You do the work, you reach out in channels that people understand, and through the delivery of high quality services, word of mouth comes.
Yes.
And so that reaching out is easier. Okay.
Well, in our industry, reaching out is quite, can be tricky. You know, we are in the death care industry. Not everybody wants to talk about a funeral service, especially on the radio.
Yeah.
However, word of mouth is a great form of marketing and advertisement, but there's other things we can do in our community to help our community and get out marketing.
What other things can you think of?
Yes, we could approach high schools, local high schools, to help with their MAD program or their Every 30 Seconds program about drunk driving.
Okay.
We can also host movie nights on the summers to let the local families come in and watch movie nights, maybe in the parking lot.
Very creative.
There's lots of things. Festivals. We're a Norco horse town, so they have rodeos going on.
Excellent. Okay. We're going to totally shift gears here, okay? We're going to go into the Wayback Machine.
Okay.
We're going way, way back to 2010. Way back. Remember back when you started Rest Assured. Think of that time when you were going from your prior maybe stable employment to becoming an entrepreneur. There was a bridge to gap. You had to overcome some fears and things. Tell us, what was holding you back from taking those steps to becoming the woman entrepreneur that you are today?
Oh, Greg, you said it, fear. Fear was the number one stopper, taking that first leap of faith.
And how did you overcome this?
Took it day by day. Just decided, you know what? There's nothing holding myself back than myself. And I can't say I failed if I didn't try.
Another value bomb dropped by Misty Reyes. Nothing is holding us back but ourself.
Correct.
And it's good to take those steps. Now, we're going to ask an important, challenging question here. We're back in 2010, and you got this fear going on. You have a vision and dream for what Rest Assured could be. Why did you form the Rest Assured business at that time?
So we could put food on our table and diapers on our daughter, of course.
Food on the table. Talk about a standard here. Okay, we're going to make this a little bit deeper and a little more challenging, maybe a little easier. We're going to move back to today because Norco Family Funeral Home is a fairly new business. Why did you form Norco Family Funeral Home? Because there's food on the table here. Correct.
Well, we actually, with Rest Assured, as I stated before, our clientele has gone down. We grew too fast, too high, so we needed to think of another option. And at that time, my husband's grandparents decided that they were going to purchase Norco Family Funeral Home, which was an already existing family business. And since we're in the industry, it's always been our number one dream to own a funeral home. And the opportunity opened, and we took it.
Excellent. So you saw an opportunity, you saw hopefully a value price on this existing business, and you stood up to the plate and you took advantage of it. Yes. Excellent. Okay. We're back in today. We're out of the Wayback Machine. Tell us now, for Norco Family Funeral Home, describe your ideal client.
Okay, Mr. Kell, that's kind of unfair.
I do unfair with grace. Continue.
You do. Anybody who walks into our door.
Okay. So if someone, okay, good. Anyone, you're a broad-based, non-discriminatory company.
Non-discriminatory.
Okay. Excellent. Now, in your years of expertise and experience as a woman entrepreneur, you might have received some advice from people that really are encouraging, supporting you. Misty, what is the best advice that you've ever received from a business perspective?
Two things. One, if you have to think about it, the answer should be no.
Okay. We're looking at that number one.
Yeah.
We will leave it at that. Okay. Now, Misty, we, the future shapers, understand that simple actions and habits work together over time to yield a most excellent and prosperous future. That is a fundamental belief that we have. What are you doing now to shape your business future? Let me help you. You have a process of educating your community on the existence of Norco Family.
Correct.
And also, you are delivering an excellent service to your customers.
What we do is right now we reach out to our our community by having either a veteran luncheon benefit for veterans, a memorial luncheon, and to let people know about pre-need services, pre-arranged funerals. We have looking forward to
An educational process that you're doing.
Yes, an educational process to let people know about the funeral services, pre-planning their own service or their loved ones.
Excellent. And I think a lot of people, maybe me specifically, they tend to ignore the necessity of preparing for that obvious eventuality that will occur.
Oh, yes.
And could present a problem for their families. They need and a value with education.
Absolutely.
But you have to reach them at their level and where they are and in a less than confronting manner.
Correct.
That can be a challenge.
It can be.
Education is a good thing.
It can be a challenge. That's why word of mouth, and we try to do flyers and, get our name out there. Let, our children's schools, the teachers, it's hard to market, to be quite honest. You don't want the big billboard, especially in our industry.
Understand that marketing can be a challenge. Okay, so, Misty, you're doing great. Really.
Thanks, Greg. So
okay? And because of your expertise, and because of your experience, because you have dealt with challenges of becoming an entrepreneur, building up one company, selling it, and then stepping to start a new company, you have authority. You have advice. My question is there one piece of big advice that you can provide to our future shapers audience of wannabe entrepreneurs that might help them?
Oh, there's so many pieces of advice, but if you can dream it, you can do it. You can do anything. If you could get up in the morning, put your feet on the ground, open your eyes, and take a big stretch, you can do it.
There you go, future shapers. Another value bomb dropped by Misty Reyes. If you can dream it, you can do it. That is excellent advice. Thank you. Now, I'd like to close this episode by asking Misty if you can share with our listeners how they can contact you and maybe what they might receive when they do contact you.
Well, yes, you could absolutely contact me via Facebook, Instagram, email, phone number. My email address is Misty, M-I-S-T-Y, the letter R, at restassured, M as in Mary, S as in Sam.com. Our phone number here at Norco Family Funeral Home is 760-898-1013. And you can reach me Facebook, Misty Reyes, Instagram.
And your website address is?
NorcoFamilyFuneralHome.com.
Future Shapers, we have been pleased to receive some very interesting advice, suggestions, an excellent biography from Misty Reyes, the funeral director at Norco Family Funeral Home. Thank you for joining us today. And future shapers, get ready for the next episode of Shaping the Future podcast. It is right around the corner. Come back soon. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for joining this episode of Shaping the Future podcast. We leave you, future shapers, with this challenge. Act boldly today to shape your future, because if you don't, it will absolutely be shaped for you.